Kumite Radio welcomes Martin Nguyen, lightweight, featherweight champion. What's going on, man?
Nothing, bro. Training is hard as usual. It's always good to be back talking to you, bro.
How is your body, man? You know, cutting all that weight and training at the same time. Are you healthy?
Look, I usually, throughout my weight cuts, I don't really have to focus too much on cutting. It's just basically walk around. I can 100% focus on my training. But this one was, it was pretty hard, man. It was just, I had to watch everything that I ate, and I didn't want to train as hard at the start because I had a few months to recover, and then I went straight back into it. So I had to time the training and getting into the peaking stage of it. But you know what? We're on track at the moment. We're ready to go.
Yeah, I just saw that you posted you're on weight already. Who has helped you get to that point where you don't have to worry about your weight anymore? You just have to maintain.
Yeah. So bro, this weight thing is such a headache. But luckily I got one of the best nutritionists in Australia, man. She's so underground, but there's only some fighters that do use her. I know um, a couple of fighters that do. I know for sure Dan Hooker. She's the one that got Dan Hooker down to featherweight. I'm pretty sure she used to look after everything as well. But yeah, she's a Kiwi living in Australia, I assume. And yeah, her name is Sue Gullery. Man, she's like top notch, bro. Also, I had Muscle Mills Direct. They jumped on board and provided me the meals that she demanded me to eat. So without those two, man, I wouldn't be on weight right now.
Well, at your level, you have to have, that support system around you, or you cannot perform at the highest, correct?
It's 100% right, man. Like, also, it was taking a toll on my wife, and she had to cook like 3, 4 different meals. The kids, hers, mine, and my next day as well. So it was taking a toll on her, and it's good pressure relief that she doesn't have to really do anything anymore on the nutrition side.
Recently, you've been making a lot of visits to Vietnam, doing media, open workouts. How has the country received you?
Yeah, they're very supportive, man. So every time I've been back twice now within the last 4 to 5 months, 4 months, and each time the reception has gone bigger and bigger. They're slowly noticing who I am and what I do it for, and they all they ever wanted was like a national hero and someone that they can support. And every time I come out there, man, it's big reception. So I'm forever grateful, for that support.
What does that mean for you to be able to go out there and be a role model, be a hero for your country, basically?
Well, this is why I started in the first place. I did. Obviously, the belts were on my mind. Being a world champion is on every fighter's dream, but my main goal was to inspire. And I'm on the right path. I'm getting messages left, right, and center to people I don't even know, never met before, saying that you inspire me for your journey. If they can take a little bit of my journey, man, and use it for their part, I've done my job.
On a few of your visits, you got to visit your 93-year-old grandmother, and it's always good to see family, right? And how was that experience, being able to meet her again after so many years?
Yeah, I hadn't seen her for, I'd say, easily 10 years. And I met her again for the first time last year in December, the first time I went back over to Vietnam. And she's still healthy. She's still kicking. Not many people make it past up to 93. So to see a smile on her face and see that she's healthy, I'm at ease. And when I visited her again last week, it was all smiles. So it was great seeing her face, reminiscing on the good times, and she kind of helped my parents raise me to who I am now. So it's good.
Another important person in your life is your coach, your mentor, the head of KMA, martial arts, Fari Salowski. Now, what has he, meant to you throughout your career?
Yeah, so Fari's he's been with me since day one. From the day I walked up those stairs to KMA Top Team, to the day first time in the corner, to now traveling overseas with me, cornering me for my world title fights. He's like a second father to me. He's a mentor in and out of the cage through life itself. And, any bit of advice he gives me, I take it on board, man. He's been in this industry for 36 years plus. He's seen the good, he's seen the bad. And, what better way to learn from someone who's seen it all.
March 24th, Bangkok, Thailand, one championship, Iron Will. It's inching closer and closer. The Bantamweight title fight against Bibiano Fernandes. Do you see yourself as the underdog in this fight?
Yeah, I always see myself as an underdog in every fight. Not that anyone gives me a chance, but I'm always the one that's all my fights are finished quick. I don't really get to show what I'm actually made of in that fight, in any fight, So people jump straight to the gun and put me as an underdog. And in this fight, I would consider myself the underdog when it comes to experience and, cage time. And he's got the legendary status on his forehead, So, man, I'm not here to protect my record. I'm here to do my job as a fighter and fight. Bibiano is a legend, and it's such an honor to fight someone like him, And, if people consider me as the underdog, then so be it. But I'll be hungry to win this fight, definitely.
He's a legend. Are you going in there to take his legend status on top of taking his championship belt?
Man, at the moment, I'm worried about that belt. The status can come later on. I'll leave that to the critics and the people who want to talk the talk, But at the moment, he getting the W against Bibiano is my main focus. And what else comes with it is a bonus.
The last two fights have been very violent finishes. I believe that you're not the underdog. In my opinion, I don't think you are the underdog. I think it's an evenly matched, balanced fight that's going to happen. With everything that's involved. You during your camp, right? You brought in Reese McLaren. He's a former opponent of Bibiano. How has he helped you?
Yeah, so Reese fought Bibiano not too long ago, and it's always a second it's always one of those fights where a fighter loses, and it always plays in the back of their mind, like could have, should have, would have. I could have done this, I should have done this, I would have done this if this was the case. But I reckon second, it was a pretty close fight, man. Very, very close split decision. It was a very good idea to get Reese in and, train with him for a few days, get a couple of sparring sessions in to see where my skill level was at that time, and getting some advice from someone who's already fought Bibiano, So Reese came in, he was a bit heavy. Apparently he was a bit heavy, I don't know. But we sparred, man. We did our thing, and he gave me some advice on what he thought of Bibiano and how he would have improved if he fought Bibiano again. And we worked on that. We worked with what we have, and slowly the stars are aligning, man, to be one of the biggest fights in history.
Has there been anything new that you have incorporated into your training this camp?
So with the weight loss, we've obviously you got to expect to lose a bit of strength, but we gained a lot of speed, a lot of cardio. So we did a bit more speed work, and we did more pinpoint accuracy work with our strikes and our takedowns. But in terms of training camp, man, everything's been the same from when I first fought Nguyen to now. I mean, the last fought Edward Following, everything's been the same. Nothing's changed.
When you look at Bibiano, where do you see the weakest part? Is it in his stand up? The ground, he's pretty strong. So is it the stand up?
No, man. Bibiano, he's complete all round fighter, man. Like honestly, I don't fault him. To be honest, he's knocked out people. He's won by decision, and he's submitted most people as well. Most of his fights go to either decision or submission. Most recently, anyway. But in terms of comparing himself against me, I'm pretty sure in the later rounds, with my pressure and my cardio, he will slowly fade, and we'll take it from there. It's just all about weathering the storm and see what he brings to the table.
There's a guy out there. His name is Conor McGregor. He's done the same things that you have. He's won a title at featherweight, moved up to lightweight, won the title there. What makes you different from him?
Um, props to Conor McGregor for what he's done in this sport in such little time, and for what he's achieved in such little time. I don't like to compare myself to him, man. I compare myself. I'd say that I'm a martial artist and he's just a fighter. He doesn't exemplify true meaning of martial arts when it comes to respect, humility, courage, strength, all that, bro. The discipline. The way he exemplifies himself when it comes to talking up the fights. He's talking about people's families. People fight not only for their families, but for their honor and everything. So this guy's talking about red penny nights, and everything he's always giving shit to his opponents. But it's not the way I go about things, man. I like to respect my opponents, respect their discipline, respect what they bring to the table, and we'll let our competitiveness jewel it out in a cage.
Are you more about leaving a legacy?
I'm definitely more about leaving a legacy. I want people to talk about what I did for the sport and not what I did in a short time. I want people to talk about what I did from the start to the finish, and who I've inspired and who I will forever inspire.
What is the message that you could give to the world that doubt you still after winning 2 titles?
Keep doubting me, man. Keep doubting me. I love it. I love it when I prove people wrong. People said I wouldn't be able to make the weight, thinking that I was 77 kilos or whatever when I was following. I was way underweight for that fight. I was underweight with the Gafarov fight. So people who said that I couldn't make weight, I can't wait till the official scales and weigh-ins are over, so I can say I told you so. So you can suck that. And when it comes to this fight, the people who are doubting me are winning. When I win this fight, I can say the same thing again. I told you so. So I love proving people wrong. So if you're a doubter and you're a hater, keep going, man. Keep doing your thing.
March 24th, Bangkok, Thailand. Martin Nguyen is going for history. Seriously, MMA history he will make if he defeats Bibiano Fernandes for the Bantamweight title. Good talking to you, Martin, and hopefully I'll catch you on the other end. You win. Let's go get some Burger King.
Oh, bro, triple it up. Thanks, brother. It's always good to be on this show. Good to speak to you, bro.
For sure, man. Likewise.